Hey everyone, in today's session we are going to discuss about GraphQL. So GraphQL is a query language for the APIs and that allow client to request exactly what data they need. Okay, so main advantages of GraphQL is it's allow client to specify exactly what kind of data they need. Let's compare the GraphQL with RESTful APIs. I will take the example of RESTful API first. Let's say user have hit the URL or request. When he hit the enter, that request will goes to the server and related to that URL, that request will get the data, will get all the data. But in the GraphQL, when we raise the request, okay, let's say client hit the request. Once client hit the request, we are having an option to mention what kind of data we need. Okay, so we can easily filter the server's data. So in the server's data, let's say JSON data we have, and in the JSON we are having a 10 values. So from these 10 values, I only need three values. So those kind of scenarios we can achieve it by using a GraphQL. So we can use a GraphQL in AM as well. So in 6.5 or in on-premises, we have to install the GraphQL manually. But when we use a cloud, in cloud, GraphQL, it's a out of the box. So when you opens the cloud manager or cloud instance, in that case you will get the GraphQL automatically. Okay, and how we can create a GraphQL? For creating a GraphQL, first step, we need a content fragment models. So GraphQL is relies on the content fragment model only. If we do not have a content fragment model, we cannot create the GraphQL APIs. Okay, so it's one kind of queries, right? How we can do that things? First thing, this is my cloud instance, and in the cloud, when you will click on this tool options, you will get the options of GraphQL queries. So we are having two platforms for the GraphQL. Here we need to create a GraphQL endpoints, and here we need to write the queries. Okay, but before that, let's say I do not have a content fragment. Okay, I do not have a content fragment, and I just click on this query. Okay, in this case, now it is showing these options, right? Here it is showing this, and in the right hand side, when I click on these docs, we'll get the schemas. But if right now I have a content fragments and I have created the endpoints. Endpoint is nothing but one kind of URL. Okay, without URL, you cannot get the response, right? You need to hit the request, and how you can hit it by using this endpoints, right? But let's say you do not have a content fragment or content fragment model. So in this case, it will shows like this. This is what the pictures we have. It will says like no model defined for this endpoints, like for this endpoints in the right hand side. Here I have chosen this one. Okay, and here it is mentioning try to add some content fragment model first. Okay, so when you add it, it will shows this types of interface. Okay, how we can do that thing? First of all, we have to create a content fragment, and where we create a content fragment, here we are having options of content fragment model. Click here, come at down, this one, a content fragment model. First thing, we have to create a content fragment model. So here I have two projects. I'm going to this project. Here I have created two content fragment models. Once you have created the content fragment model, later by using those content fragment model, we have to create content fragment. Okay, these are nothing but one kind of content only. Okay, and content we need to create. Once we have created a content, uh, where actually we are creating a content in AM instance, right? That means in one server. Okay, and by using a GraphQL API, we'll hit that endpoints, and based on this endpoint, we'll get the response. And response is nothing but your content fragment only. So here we need to create a content fragment in this asset. So content fragment is nothing but the assets only, right? click here and see, previously I had created a content fragment model, and by using those content fragment model, here we have created the content fragment. Content fragment model is one type of data type. Okay, and here we are filling the values to that data types. Okay, so these are our content fragments. Now, how can we write the queries? Come here, and we already have our options of GraphQL queries editor and GraphQL endpoints. Click here. First, we'll create a endpoints. How we can create? If you are having a project, name it anything, and here you have to select the project. So already I have created two endpoints. That's the reason those projects are not showing here. Let me delete one, this one. Now this option will shows here. See, you will get those options as well. So it is a project. Okay, so now in my AEM, I have a two projects. First one this and second one is Vijendra project, right? So this is what our endpoints. And in this endpoint, that means in this project, I have created the content fragments. Now come here and click in this tools, and I'm going inside this GraphQL query editor. Okay, so here we are having our options, and in the right hand side, if you are selecting that endpoints, you will get these options, right? This types of platform you will receive. Click here in these docs, and here we are having a query type. So when you will click here, schema will open. These are nothing but the schema AEM by default provides. Okay, so that is nothing but by using these queries, you can easily receive the content fragments data. Okay, and this schema is one types of structure of your queries. Right? How can we write the queries? Just close this, and here we are having it. Just type here control space, and after that it will shows the queries. So here first thing, I'm just defining here curly braces open and close. This is the syntax. This is the syntax of the GraphQL. We have to open the curly braces and we have to close it. After that, control space. Now it will shows the options of content fragment model. Okay, content fragment model. So I have article fragment model. I have a product, right? And these are the by default schemas. That means it has already generated by the AEM. Okay, so here we have a three types of schemas. First one, you can achieve the data, that means the GraphQL, by using the paths, by using the path. Second one, if we are having 100 content fragments, and those content fragment it has created by using this article fragment model, then all the data you will receive by using this schema. So content fragment model, and at the last, this list will append. Okay, and this one is a paginated. That means from where your content fragments start, if you want to get the output from where you want. So this is nothing but the indexing. So if I want to get the output from the third index to the ninth, those we can achieve inside this article fragment model paginated. Let's try with this article fragment model list. This is what I have used. Okay, once you have done these things, you need to use curly braces open and close one more time. Okay, and here again we are having items. So in this content fragment model, open the content fragment model now. Where I can get the content fragment model? Here. Okay, I'm just opening this. Okay, here you can see. So in this content fragment model, we have a title, summary, date, text. So these are the fields we have. All these fields are nothing but the items. So when you use the content fragment model, after that you have to mention here items. Okay. Again, curly braces open and close, and just type control space. Now you will receive out of the box variable as well. So here, if you want to get the path automatically, okay, you can just simply select this. After that, variations, that means content fragment is having a variations, right? By default, we have a master one. So you can select that one as well. Later that, in this content fragment model, we have a fields like title, summary, publish date, text. Okay. Now which one you want? Okay, in the RESTful APIs, we do not have these options. Directly we hit the URL and based on that we'll get the output. That means all these fields. But here we are having a options. If I just simply want a title, so I will select a title and I will run the query. Okay, now in the right hand side, you will get the output. Search it. Here you can see. We got a data. This is our content fragment model. After that, we are having a items, and this item is having a values. So now, how many content fragment we have? That means this is our model, right? And by using this model, we have created a content fragment. Okay, list that means all the content fragment it will return. So we only have created two content fragment. That's the reason we got two response. Okay, here item is having a first and the second one. Okay, uh, I need one more thing. Let's say summary I want or publish date as well. So select it and search. See, we got the output. Okay, this is the text area. Summary is the text area. That's the reason it has shown four options. But here I need plain text. So I'm removing this. Yes, now you can search it. See, we got this result, right? Here, we can even pass the parameters. That means the attribute also we can pass here. So we have different kind of attributes. If you want to filter the data based on these values, you can filter it by using this filter options. Variations, now we only have a master variations. I did not created the multiple variations. Local, that means you can even add Hindi, English, lot of languages. Okay, after that here we are having a limit, we are having a offset. That means now we are having a two content fragment, but I only want one. So in the limit, you can mention one. Offset from where it will start. Okay, from where the output will start. Okay, and sort. You can even sort in ascending or descending format. So by default, we are having a ascending one, but you can format it in descending order as well. Later that, even you can pass your customized parameter. So let's say any kind of value if you want to pass it. So those value you will pass inside this query variable.